Yeah. It's still nice out here and it's still cool out here. Yeah. Let me go.
May cause headache, injection site reactions, back pain, and fatigue. Ask your doctor about Nucala at home. Find your new with Nucala.
Yeah, I'm waiting on some corn. Okay. Wait, I just put a cornbread in the oven and I'm waiting on it. So what I'm doing, I'm just, in the meantime, hold on, let me see. Let me see what they work if I put. Hold on, yeah, let me.
Can you tell us how the flavors you love?
Well, give it too much light. Let me eat the rest of these black-eyed peas.
Provided with hyaluronic acid serum with our highest concentration of hyaluronic acid, and sprinkles provided with hyaluronic acid serum from L'Oreal.
The holiday crush is here. Enjoy 5 weeks of festive challenges. Crush Saga. So we can't keep this holiday right
Put some dishwater. It don't really take that much of that soap. That stuff will slug up. But that boy, it don't take much. Put a little Clorox in there. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait till the water fill up first. Yeah, I'm looking for bigger and better things this year, man. You know, you want to change up. Everybody wants to change up. You just feel like you could improve in your life. You know. Oh.
America, race legislation now January 7th,
That's why I'm waiting on that cornbread to come through. You know what I'm saying? I could just wash these up. Okay, I just want to make sure my get those bleach on my hand, man.
Christina and John Legend suffer a heartbreaking pregnancy loss. Their opponent is Trevor. Chris Rock says when it comes to his personal life, he feels unworthy of anyone's love. However, find suitcase sponsors more than $500,000 in the new apartment.
I'm washing dishes right now. It don't really take that much Clorox, I can tell you that. Wash the zincs out. Now, Clorox ain't nothing that I just started using in dishes. I've been using this ever since I was, oh man, I can't even remember, like 11 and 12. When I was 11, 12, and 13. So, Clorox ain't nothing new. Yeah. It ain't nothing new that I'm using Clorox. Can you actually kill germs and keep people from getting sick?
Very, very great couple. Yeah, so great. I'm excited. So, I'm sure it's hard to watch my loss of child in months. I remember stopped going to ways and all wonderful and such an outpouring and just feel
Even when I'm out in the streets walking, when I'm home, I still try to keep myself active, you know? Like busy doing something, you know what I'm saying? That's how the only way you're gonna keep yourself in good shape, you know? You gotta move around, because if you don't, over time it can hurt you. You know, just like a lot of people raise their kids, I give you a perfect example. When you just providing for kids, and I found out providing for your kids and actually teaching them is two different things. You can provide for your kids, but if you ain't teaching them, you're still doing harm. And a lot of people think because you do a lot of good things, that's going to help. It's not. You got to be able to balance everything out. It's just like eating a balanced diet. You can't eat all starch and not have a vegetable and all that kind of stuff. That stuff. See, a lot of people not balanced with their kids. They just let their kids just have their way. You can't keep doing that and expect angels to be made out of it, or them to walk in the right path. It's not going to happen. You know, if your kids start hurting you or beating on you or whatever it is that they're doing, that means you did a bad job as a parent. Something, you failed them somewhere. You did a horrible job with your kids. And this is just me just speaking across the board in general, you know? That means you did a horrible job as a parent. You failed them at somewhere. You got to think about it tonight. Where did I fail to give this discipline at? Why? Because they out of hand. You can't get them to calm down. You can't even get your kids to calm down. Do none of that. You know, and it's going to show you whoever the guardian is that's over the kids, then they fail their job as a grandparents or regular parents or whoever you is, because you just can't just you. And then it goes this way too. If you are just doing discipline, but you're not showing, like the discipline come in is when it's necessary. Like, okay, it's time for me to show some. Be tough a little bit. But if you just being all tough and you ain't showing no balance or nothing like that, like for example, you got to show love too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You got to show love. I hope that don't get me copyrighted. But anyway, you got, like, showing love is when they do something. Love is like a treat when they do something good. Like if you have a dog, you know how white folks are with them animals, how obsessed they are. Like when the dog do a good deed or do something, what they do? They have them like them treats, them dog treats that they buy and give it to them when they do what they say do. But if the dog don't do what they want them to do, what they do? They hold back on their treat, right? That's the way you got to be with kids. And I don't even have no kids, but I understand that. But my family, my brothers and sisters do. You see what I'm saying? Not that now I don't. But see, that's the thing. You got to be balanced. You can't just have all starchy foods, right, and eat all starchy foods every day. Because if you eat all starchy foods every day, you're ruining your health. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna see the results. End result over time, it can harm you. But see, that's what people don't understand when they raise a kid. You just can't be all just giving and providing, but you ain't got no discipline, none of that. Oh, I'm not going to correct these people. You can't do that. And this is a plea message, a trumpet blowing to the families that's in a position like this here. Because this is something, maybe I'm saying this here, maybe because some parents out there need this here, what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Because it's about doing it the right way. You can't just be all loving all the time, and you can't just be all disciplined. If you all disciplined, they ain't gonna where the love is. You see what I'm saying? But there's a time to show love, and there's a time to be rough. There's a time to say, hey, look, all right, get your ass over there and sit the hell down. And I mean what the fuck I said. Something like that. You know what I mean? Now, some kids, it don't take that much. Don't get me wrong, it don't take that much. Maybe I jumped the gun before I said that. Some kids, you can just say, look, baby, get over there. Look, son, get over there. Look, so-and-so, get over. Look, girl, get over there and sit down. Look, young man, just go over and sit down. I'll be with you in a minute. It don't take much. Or sometimes, some kids, you can just look at them, and they'll just go, okay, I read the body language. He said, go do this and that and the third. Now, some kids, you can't be like that with all kids. Some kids, you can't hug them. You can't love on them. You can't do none of that. Some kids, you got to say, hey, look, get your ass back. Go sit your ass down. Some kids, you actually have to do that too in order to be able to get to help them to understand who the boss is. And you mean, when you do that, you let them know you mean business. You can't walk around here and just be all this and all that. Oh, that's a pretty baby. Fuck that shit. You got to do your job as a man. And I don't even have no kids, and I understand that. You have a lot of people who are grandfathers don't even understand that. But I ain't got no kids, but I understand that. You got to be disciplined. Now, don't get me wrong. Doesn't mean I'm not sweet. You just can't just be all sweet. When it's time, there gonna come a time you gonna have to say, wait a minute, I can't be sweet now. And when that discipline come in, that's love too. Because you don't want the child going off. And if you love that child, just like if you see a child about to get ran over, what you gonna do if you see a big truck? You gonna run that, and that's a time to run and jump out there and get them to keep them from getting hit, right? So you're just showing love because you don't want that child to get hit or get damaged or can't walk or whatever. So what you do, you grab them from out the fire to keep them from getting burned. This is what you're doing to them. But a lot of parents just think when you just go around and let me show you an example. See this right here? These are tape chips, right? This is all some parents do for their kids. I want this and that and the third. Now, if your child is telling you, if your son or your daughter is telling you, you say, well, look, I can't go to the store right now because I don't have a car. Yes, you is. You going. Like, hold the fuck up. Who run this shit here? I told you I'm going to go. You can't just come up to me and just talk to me in a kind of way and tell me what I'm not doing. I'd like to know what you smoking and what you on. Then that's a time to be like, hey, you got to show them who the boss is. You can't just sit up there and just let them just dump you any kind of way. No, you can't do that. And you as a man, if you're a grandfather, a grandmother, especially you're a man in your house, a grandfather, you over 50-some years old, and you let your family get away with this, shame on you. Then you deserve your ass whooped. If you are a man of your house and you letting your kids do that. If you're a man of your fucking house and you letting your kids get by with that and you want to be all sweet, dabby, shame on you. You got to stand up like the Bible said and be an austere man. A lot of people think that's not love. Don't listen to the so-called white man Esau telling you 911 because they ain't doing nothing but putting our kids in their prison system. That's all they doing. But see, nobody wants to hear that because that's too much like right. They don't want to hear that. What I'm saying right now, they ain't gonna put this on TV. Oh, especially I mentioned the white man Esau. Oh no, they ain't gonna even think about putting this on TV. Even your own grandpa and grandma don't even like what you say sometimes. I don't give a damn though. I know what I'm saying is right. Look, all right, I tell you what. Instead of me just talking what I'm saying, I'm gonna prove this out of the Apocrypha of the Bible. The hidden books that the white man didn't want you to know. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna get my book. I'm gonna prove every bit of what I'm saying is right.
Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your
The white man, they don't like this truth. That's why they work to try to silence your voice. This is what the white man didn't want you to know. I think that's First Esdras. There we go. First Esdras chapter 4 and verse 1. Wine is wicked. The king is wicked. When women are wicked. Look at that. It's saying women are wicked. All the children of men are wicked, and such as are all their wicked works. And there is no truth in them, and in their unrighteousness also they shall perish. The Bible said they will perish. So if you don't teach your kids what's right, that judgment gonna come. And the Most High God gonna put that judgment on you. You and your kids gonna die. If you don't train your kids right, you gonna die, and them damn children gonna die. The word damn just simply means God's judgment is on your ass. I know Esau don't like this. No, the Christianity churches don't. This is not Christianity. This is the real deal here. It says, now let me read that again. First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 37. Wine is wicked. The king is wicked. Women are wicked. Women are wicked, and all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works. And there is no truth in them. And in their unrighteousness, also they shall perish. As for the truth, it endures and is always strong. It lives and conquers forevermore. You can't get rid of the truth, man. No matter how you argue it, no matter what you do, no matter how you try to get it or wipe it clean out the slate, no matter how many times you argue me and tell me that I'm wrong or whatever, guess what? I'm writing what I'm saying. I know I'm a 1,080%. I know I'm right. But you know who mad with this here? A lot of our people want to hang on to Christianity. They mad. A lot of people wish that I didn't even have the knowledge enough to break this down. They wish that I would have got on here and fucked this up and not been able to break this down correctly. It says, wine is wicked. The kings are wicked. Women are wicked. And their children are wicked. And I like the last part. First Ezra 4, verse 37. Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them, and in their unrighteousness also they shall perish. That means they're gonna die if they don't repent from that. I don't care how good you're treating your kids. I don't give a damn how sweet you are. There come a time you're going to be held responsible. A lot of your parents going to be held responsible as older ones. You doing all these good things for your kids, but they still wicked as hell.
I didn't think that.
And not only is that what happened, that in the long run, over time, that's gonna hurt you as a parent. Don't be surprised if they put something on your ass. As a parent, don't be surprised. And if they do, you know what? You know who to blame? The grandfather and the grandmother or whoever's over them, as our parents or the grandparent or whatever, great grandparent. I don't care. God gonna hold you reliable for having knowledge. Even if you ain't got it and you refuse to seek His knowledge and you don't tell your kids, guess what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna get that judgment. But our people's hard-headed. That's how you know they ain't really loving God like they claim they do. They fucking hypocrites. That's what they is. But I'm telling you, that's all I wanted to say for right now. Hold on, wait a minute. So I just wanted to throw that out there. The Most High must have wanted me to learn that scripture by heart, because a lot of our women need to hear that. They don't like for you to put nothing. Now this is positive, but guess what they ain't gonna do? You know how I know this is the truth? Because they ain't gonna put it on TV. Because the Hebrew brothers will expose their ass according to the word. God will. Yep. I hope I don't get spammed with copyrights with that music. I tell you what, let me go ahead and stop this video because I don't want people to, I don't want to get, you know what I'm saying, they'll try to copyright you and all that kind of stuff. Let me stop it.